Hey everybody, Ace here. Let's jump right into it and talk the United States housing market. Whether or not you've been paying attention to the housing market, it's been going nuts lately. Houses going for way over asking, houses coming on the market and being sold 1, 2, 3 weeks later. It has been absolutely crazy. Let's go into the two main reasons as to why the housing market has been so insane these last couple months. The first reason is interest rates. The lower the interest rates, the more that someone who's looking to buy a home can actually afford. Now, some people might look to try to buy a larger home with those lower interest rates because that means they have a lower total mortgage payment. But there are some people out there, not as many though, that will look to actually afford a smaller home and just have a lot lower payments and save that extra cash. But typical human nature is to see how much of a house you can afford for said payment. And with the lower interest rates, you can actually afford a larger house. Throughout the last year and into this year, we've had record low interest rates, which is really driving a lot of demand for home buying. There should be an increase in interest rates, especially mortgage and refinance interest rates, coming sooner rather than later, but yet again, that is still undetermined to be. So as it stands today, we have record low mortgage interest rates and refinance rates, which are really driving a lot of the housing boom that we're seeing right now. And the second major reason why we're seeing such a boom in the housing market is inventory levels. That's how many houses are actually on the market as of today. And the inventory levels are crazy right now. Some areas have more homes on the market than other areas. It really depends on the area you're looking at. But as it stands in the United States, we have 50% less homes on the market today in 2021 than we did last year this time in 2020. And I know last year was COVID, more intense COVID than this year, and that could be a reason why there are more houses on the market then, because less people were looking to move during COVID. But still, a 50% reduction of houses on the market is a significant reduction. Now, how does the amount of supply determine the house prices? Well, the more supply that's in the market, which is the houses, the more houses there are in a market, and the less demand, which is the people buying those houses, then the house prices will come down. But in the inverse, the little supply with a huge amount of demand, so lots of buyers and very little houses, increases the house prices. The current inventory of houses on the market throughout the United States is anywhere between 6 and 8 weeks. That is not a lot of time to be on the market because the average just a couple years ago was around 4 to 6 months. This is an extremely fast real estate market that we're currently living in. And because the real estate market is so fast right now, it's moving quicker than people can react. And because houses are coming up and having accepted offers within a 2-3 week time frame, this is causing bidding wars on certain houses, which therefore is driving up property values even more. As the market stands right now, I personally think home prices are going to continue to go up, at least for the foreseeable future, especially if Joe Biden's bill that's been proposed, that first-time homebuyers get assisted money towards buying their first-time home, that will drive up house prices and house demand even more than it is today. And to sum up Joe Biden's bill that's being proposed right now for you really quickly, anyone who is going to be a first generation home buyer, that is anyone whose parents do not fully outright own their home, could get up to $25,000 in assistance to buy their first home. But this is a bill that has just been proposed, so it's not likely to be passed anytime soon, as there's a lot of delegation that's going to be going on around that bill. But regardless, if this bill does get passed, you can expect housing demand to start booming in a lot of areas. Now, what is it going to take for the housing market to come crashing down, or even just to have a correction from where it is currently? Well, the main reasons are going to be the reverse of what I just previously stated. The first thing is going to be interest rates. If interest rates get increased, you're going to see a correction in the housing markets. Because if there's an increase in mortgage rates or refinance rates, that's going to lower the demand of people looking to purchase housing. Because then your mortgage is going to go from costing this much to that much. Therefore, what people can afford or what people are looking to buy is going to be less. And then next is going to be inventory levels. If more houses come up on the market than there are buyers looking to buy houses, that's obviously going to reduce the housing market prices. Or if a majority of new houses actually get built, that will also help reduce the housing market prices. But as it's currently sitting with the material shortage and increase in prices, it doesn't look like there's going to be a ton of new houses being built because all of the things that it costs to build a house have significantly increased in price over the last couple months. And I'm talking your lumber, your copper, your plumbing, things like that. There are obviously other things that could cause the housing market to come crashing down, or a big correction, or the opposite, go skyrocketing even higher into the moon or further. But the main two reasons are going to be the interest rates and the supply and demand of those houses. And that's going to be it for this video. Short, quick, and to the point about the current real estate market and what it's looking like in the United States. Again, I think market prices and home prices are going to keep going up over the foreseeable future, but as things trickle out throughout the rest of 2021, we'll see how things play out. We're in a pretty rocky area right now. And if you like this video or learned anything, please just tap that thumbs up button for me, subscribe below for more content, and leave me a comment on what you think is going to happen in today's current housing market. Are you looking to buy? Are you looking to sell? Are you just waiting to see what happens? And I really hope to see you in the next video.